up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor, in case you didn't know, that's icytk.blog. Once again, icytk.blog. Make sure you check them out on all World Wide Web and all mobile devices. And we got a few things we want to get to, and let's get to it. Now, first, Rihanna. I told y'all they were putting the full court press on Rihanna, and I know a lot of Rihanna Navy saying, oh, she don't need to do music, she don't care, she's good, but that's not the way it works. All right, Rihanna is in a contract, regardless of her being a billionaire with Fenty or what have you. You know, Jay-Z's out there pushing Fenty all in his records. That's cool. And they realize Rihanna has another job that pays her significantly more than what she's making in music. However, music is what made Rihanna. So Rihanna is going to have to continue making music as long as she's in this contract. Now, I told you guys I broke the story about behind the scenes, there possibly being a lawsuit, on Rihanna for insubordination. So now she's been seen the last 3 nights in a row going to the studio. If she's been seen the last 3 nights in a row, this ain't just for A$AP Rocky. I think she's already contributed her thing for A$AP Rocky. And A$AP Rocky just put out a project, I believe. So I don't believe this is for A$AP Rocky. Now, they may have a record together on her upcoming project. But at some point, Rihanna has to record music again at some point, doesn't she? I mean, she has not announced her official retirement. So unless Rihanna has come out and said, I'm retired from music, which she has not said. Remember those reports a couple of years ago about Rihanna putting out a reggae album as her next album? Rock Nation stopped that, and in her record label, Rock Nation and her record label that she's with got together and was like, nah, I don't know if that's going to be suffice. We don't want you to put out no reggae album. You're a pop star. So there was a lot of issues with that situation behind the scenes. So Rihanna was like, well, if I can't put out a reggae album, I'm not putting out an album. So along those lines, remember back then she was with Hassan Jamil. Now Rihanna's a billionaire herself. Of course, she can always buy herself out of contract, but who really wants to do that? Who really wants to give up all that money? So we're going to see what happens, whether Rihanna was going to the studio for herself or was she going there for A$AP Rocky. But I'm going to tell you one thing. If Rihanna does not put out at least a single in 2022, and we are now in September, if there is not a single from Rihanna in 2022, expect a nasty, nasty split from Rock Nation, and lawsuits will come after that. You can mark my words on that. Moving on to the Queen Nicki Minaj and JT. And everybody's talking about this footage out here where Nicki Minaj is pretty much clowning JT. And the reason why I believe Nicki Minaj is doing this is because a lot of people were saying, oh, you let JT off too easy. You let the City Girls off too easy. They never really publicly gave an apology. Of course, I believe they said, they may have said something in a tweet or what have you. But a lot of people, and what people should know by now about Nicki is she listens to the Barbs. Right? She listens to the Barbs, sometimes to the detriment of herself. She lets the Barbs, have her convince her to do things that Nicki really doesn't want to do. Because Nicki, honestly, at least my opinion, I really don't feel as though Nicki wants all these issues. But I believe it's her. She feels so loyal and dedicated to her fan base because they pretty much carried her the last few years, and through the hate train, they pretty much helped pull her out of that hate train, or pull her off that hate train before it crashed. So she feels dedicated to her fan base. So a lot of times she does things to, satisfy them. So this, to me, I believe is still a, you know what, here's your payback. I'm going to humiliate you. And regardless of what JT has said, of course, JT come out and say, oh, no, it was all in fun. Oh, she told me she was going to do that. That's what JT's going to come back and say. But she straight humiliated and clowned JT. Made her redo the, what was that diss record you made about me? Made her say that. She also revealed that she wanted to redo I'll Take Your Man. I'll Take Your Man is a song City Girls did, and that was a remake of Salt and Pepper song. Right? I'll Take Your Man by City Girls. A lot of people who don't know hip hop think the City Girls made that record. And they're like, oh, Nicki wanted to redo the City Girls I'll Take Your Man. No, Nicki wanted to redo Salt and Pepper's I'll Take Your Man. I'll take your man whenever I feel like it. This ain't a bet or a bet. It's a damn promise from me to you. Your sex life through. If you get another lover, I'll take him too. All I got to do is say a rhyme or two, and he'll rock and review like a kangaroo. Make him steal for me, even kill for me. His mother and father, they'll kill for me. That was Salt and Pepper's original I'll Take Your Man. But Nicki revealed to JT on tape that she wanted to redo it, but because of the comments JT made about her, she changed her mind. Now, there's talks about Nicki Minaj and JT embarking on yet another record, another project. So it's obvious that this relationship with the City Girls is strictly it looks as though it's between Nicki and JT. It doesn't look as though it's between Nicki and JT and Carisha. Okay? JT's always known as the more talented rapper, but Carisha's the star. All right? So JT is known more talented, Carisha's the star. And from the word I was getting, what I'm getting behind the scenes is P from the City Girls, that's the one who's close with Nicki. He is pushing a split. He's pushing a split because we have Diddy on one side, who's now, if you notice, people are saying, why is Diddy all of a sudden showing Carisha so much love? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why in members only. I'll tell you exactly why Diddy is showing Carisha so much love now. Reason, you can catch me over on members only for that exclusive. But P is pushing this split. He wants the City Girls to split because he feels as though Nicki Minaj will push JT and she's going to get behind JT, and that way he'll be able to break JT as a solo artist. And if he got Nicki Minaj in her corner, JT's going to then the Barbs is going to gravitate to JT. So I have an exclusive on members only about Nicki and JT. I'm going to put that video out right after this one. But that's what that was. This is my little get back. This is your little humiliate. You're going to have to humiliate yourself here. And, behind the scenes, P is pushing for a split. Carisha is, doing her own thing. She's been doing her own thing. She's pushing JT, as you see on the scene, pushing JT. Do your own thing. You go out and, you're not pursuing anything. She got on the show. JT was, crying. And, she had her friend, Saucy Santana, you're basically telling her she's lazy. You should do this. You should do that. You know, because Carisha is a star. Carisha's not as talented as JT, right? But Carisha is like Sweetie. Like she has a mindset like Sweetie. Not as business minded as Sweetie. I'm not. I don't want to dare put Carisha yet in the same sort of business mind frame as Sweetie, because Sweetie has a boss like mentality. Carisha doesn't really have a boss like mentality yet, but she has a get it. I'm a go get it mentality, right? And I'm out there. I'm trying to do whatever to get it. Sweetie has more of a boss-like mentality. Now, Carisha could get there. She's not there yet, but she could get there. So, your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. I got those 2 exclusives coming up on my members only. Make sure you go over there and sign up for members only. I got 2 exclusive over there. One, Why is Diddy? It's actually 3 exclusive. One, Why is Diddy all of a sudden being so nice to Carisha? The second one I have is Nicki Minaj and JT. And then the question everybody wants to know, have been asking me, what could get Nicki out of, the hate train doesn't exist anymore, but there's still a lot of disdain for her as far as the industry goes. She doesn't really have a lot of backing in the industry. But there's one person behind the scenes who loves Nicki Minaj. Loves Nicki Minaj. And trust me, you're not going to guess because you haven't heard this before. But I know, and I'm going to let you know. On members only, it's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. If Nicki Minaj came up under this person, they would pull her right out because they love Nicki Minaj. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. I'll catch you on the next one.